Yo!
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Pardonnez-moi?
そう。うん。さあ。うん。
Okay. Hey.
We're in full swing.
何見てるんですか。
沈めてやるよ。
さあ。ん？
Sorry.
あ？ガスが。
お。おう。さあ。
くそ。
Huh?
あ？
おう。
バラバラにしてやる。
Right, time to throw down. Okay.
Cool.
Looks like I'm up.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, I'm up.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Feeling good.
Looks like I'm up.
Okay, I'm up.
Yeah. Think I'm getting stronger. KUZA.
Yo.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, matriarch. Who's there?
Yamai.
Yo. Took you a while.
Yui Tabata. That's her?
Yamai.
If you knew I'd be here, you are...
Revenge? On an old lady in the hospital? You fell in love with her? And I'd say you got your revenge.
All right.
Oh, come on. Look me in my face.
You know something? Alzheimer's disease. That's too old to be called. Early on, 30 years ago, she'd go on million-yen shopping. We would bleed and kill to make... And I loved her for it. I shouldn't have.
Seems uncharacteristic.
Maybe it's the uncharacter boss was willing to accept. And of all the men, the boss was always gonna find out. She could tell at a glance. She got me alone. If the boss ever finds out about me and him, I'm dead. Kids are stupid. Growing up is learning that...
But you did.
I thought it was my only chance. Who was that 20-year-old boy, matriarch? That night, I'd accompany her to the boss's office. She would tell him about the captain. He would hit her, and I would kill him, and she'd protect me from the police. So we went through. The moment she saw he was done breathing, Yamai killed the boss and came...
What the hell?
Picture per... Have to hand it to her. The best YAKUZA couldn't have... Had to go on the run after that. I only got to see her one more time. The dirt had just settled on the boss's tomb, but she and that, I think that was the moment I started getting shivers. My blood's run cold ever since. Made up my mind to flee the country then.
That's really how it happened.
Your call whether or not you believe.
If it all went down like you said, why were you just staring? If you wanted revenge, we'd have been too late to...
I thought that's what I was coming.
Is it already time?
Now, my whole life, she was... Okay. Story time's over.
Afraid that's true. We've been here too long. Listen, turns out I was right about you.
Huh?
Like it or not, you are the type to carry...
I can't get over this. Never thought I'd hear you say so much about you.
Me neither. Maybe after all this time, I had... Right. Let's not keep the detective waiting. I'm heading back.
Pardon? Could you turn the heat up in here? I'm very cold. That feels good. Thank you so much.
Anything for you.
You all right?
Yeah. I was too warm anyway.
Yeah, you must think he's so slick.
Well, I think he's slick.
Yeah.
Bleach Japan. Can't say I'm used to...
Same for me. Still, to see the Seiryu clan so openly transition to a non-profit and even be welcomed by the... Well, I've...
Please.
Nonsense.
Here. For years, anti-gang laws had given us a choice of two options. Stay smart. And now, we're basically endorsed by the country.
The YAKUZA have been aiding this country for decades. Ever since all that chaos, this is the evolution of that. Better yet, I'd say it's exactly...
Absolutely. It might even help the world to see the necessary...
Yeah. We'll take our rightful place at the heart of... hell!
Yes, and for that, I'm counting on. Now then, let's call it a day. I thought I told you to cut that.
Oh, anyway.
Narasaki,
Sir?
I wanted to discuss some... Honestly, I'm ashamed. Only Yakuza filth would resort to a cheap tactic like this. Still, you want to let your hate run wild, well, a knife in the back's just the thing. Minimal effort, maximum suffering. The future of the Yakuza? That was a pipe dream from the start. When the trash is full, the only thing left to do is take it out. All this time they've put their trust in me. And they've had no clue. It's almost tragic. Isn't it, Sawashiro-san? I was hoping you'd live long enough to see it. The only future your kind have waiting.
The absolute madman!
Now then, it's been about a week since the incident. Could you tell us more about the people who attacked—
Well, firstly, it should be said that this marks a historic shift for a few years ago, the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance. For decades, the Yakuza's two biggest players. Among those in the trade, this event was labeled the largest remaining Yakuza group thereafter, who, of course, was a target of—
Right.
And now, the same Seiryu clan, the current frontrunner, has taken up the torch to disband every other group.
Yes, I see. But the real question is—
You'd be fair to ask. At the very least, it does. However, as a first step to seeing it through, the clan officially confirmed its disbandment to the police just the other day.
So the torchbearers took initiative, set an example—
Correct. Additionally, the Seiryu clan also aims to reintegrate. They mean to implement an and in order to officiate naturally as, of course, while it—
Let's not forget.
It's also expected that leading this movement to— Now, somehow, and there's a spark. The connection to the incident at—
So those were the dissenters? They—
Looking at those involved, yes. Speaking of, actually, the man pictured here is the one it's suspected he's the central figure of those opposing—
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned the Tojo clan earlier. Previously one of the large— He's one of its former chairmen. In short, a true blue Yakuza. Rumor is, Kiryu wants anything but disbandment, which can only mean—
I see. Well, regarding Kiryu, it's also said he has ties with the so-called hero of Yokohama. That he too has been in the news of late, after forcing former Yakuza to commit theft under the guise of
And Kasuga's also a former Tojo clan. As it stands, there's a good chance he's acting. Therefore, we're looking at a unique conflict. In one corner, the Seiryu clan, who seek to tear, and in the other, Kazuma Kiryu, who aims to a clash between—
So it seems. Following the attack, the culprits— As citizens remain frightened, it is imperative that these assailants be found as—
Got word from the lookout. Doesn't seem—
Sorry to trouble you like this, Chief. With all that's happened.
Hey, I'm not— That being said, I never thought even—
Our apologies, Chief.
The world outside says you're a criminal. But I'll tell you, I only ever trust what I see from my— You're not the kind of man. Still,
Thank you, sir. When the time comes,
well, y'all just kick—
the Chief really helped us out.
Nah, we're lucky to have a safe zone.
Yeah. Happiness moving quick. Once the waste disposal project on LA Island's in motion, we need to act.
Right. Ebina!
It's been some time, Kasuga-san.
Japan?
And I thought you wouldn't be surprised. I got reports from Dwight's men, just as you were off. Bryce and I are still busy. Anyhow, Kiryu-san's there with you too.
Kiryu-san?
What do you want, Ebi?
Kiryu-san?
It's fine, Kasuga. With all his resources, Ebina probably—
Glad you see how it works. And with that, I've got— Our Yakuza rehabilitation program was approved. Just yesterday, the government gave us free—
Well, isn't that nice? So what? You call us just to get your kicks or something?
Of course. The least I can do is share the—
Good.
Actually, there's one other thing. Thought perhaps you'd want to know. It seems I've caught myself a rat. And Kasuga-san should appreciate this.
Captain.
Did you really think I wouldn't notice his betrayal? Of all people? Knowing his intentions, I let him roam free until the proverbial ball started rolling.
In fact, Sawashiro-san was quite instrumental in gathering our colleagues. They poured in left and right.
What do you plan to do with him? Are you still set on taking revenge? I doubt you'd make this kind of display otherwise.
Revenge?
Who's to say? My reason for this is simple. I could think of no better bait to reel you in.
You wouldn't leave him to die, would you? It's not in your character.
Don't worry about me.
Apologies. Now, to the top floor of the Millennium Tower by 10 p.m. tomorrow. Miss our little appointment, and I dispose of the rat, plain and simple. Till then.
Aiding us with the hostage. Yes.
Yeah, we know the truth about his plans.
This guy must be special. What with Ebina holding him like that, right? No way! You could just... I mean, we got the talent, don't we? So, let's go save him.
No. Ebina's not the only issue here.
As just announced, now known as non-profit Bleach Japan has been officially approved. It is believed the government and Bleach Japan had been coordinating their plans behind closed doors for some time. A week prior to the announcement, a cruise ship carrying former Seiryu clan members left Japan for the ship arrived on location. Hawaii's governor and Bryce Fairchild of partner organization welcomes the vice representative of Bleach Japan, Eiji Mitamura, as
The first wave's already...
The ship is scheduled to depart for Nele Island tomorrow, where the program will officially...
They're bringing the Yakuza to the island. Once they touch down, neither the state of Hawaii nor the Japanese government will... They'll have wiped their hands clean, and that'll...
And from there, they'll work as Bryce's slaves, dumping nuclear...
We don't have a lot of time. Not for... What's the call?
We split up. Might be dangerous.
Kasuga, about Ebi. You go and stop Bryce in Hawaii.
Huh?
Actually, I'd like... There's some speculation, of course. But it's about...
Is what?
We can talk outside.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
No.
What's up?
Thanks.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Kiryu-san. Yes. So, Ebina...
If what Daigo said is true, then... yeah. Assuming you're Arakawa's son, which... there's no black or white for a Yakuza. And you're sworn to go... Ebina probably didn't care much for that line of thinking. That's my guess. The Hikawa family patriarch, that being Ebina's grandfather, forced the marriage between his daughter. He never once... And when Arakawa asserted his love for Akane-san, that same man tried to have... Why was Hikawa angry? Not even close. It's because he made the call, yet for all the man had. And the result? Ebina lost a father, while his mother... He was born of the Yakuza. And that would follow him the rest of his... This isn't anything. I've seen similar I even had the chance to change those old ways. I was the fourth head of the Tojo clan. But even then...
So that's it. You feel like you gotta step up and take responsibility.
Ebina's made his choice, and I can't change it for him. Taking responsibility is already well out of the question. I know that. Regardless, I don't want him to stray past the point of no return. If he goes any further with this, that'll be it. So I'll give all I have to stop him. I have to. It's the only way I could ever make amends. I've been part of this since the beginning, after all. And with that, Kasuga, I'm leaving everything else to you. No matter what era you're in, there's always someone who breaks the rules and strays from the rest of the pack. People just like us, for what it's worth. Those people deserve a place to call home, a chance to keep going. Can I ask you to give that to them? Me? I'll take on the Yakuza's past. But you, I want you to handle their future.
Tall order. And just like that, you realize what you're asking me to do here, right? Anyhow, you can count on me, Kiryu-san. You know, I joined Hello Work for all kinds of reasons. But now I see it's really just because I wanted the same future you do.
Thank you, Kasuga.
That said, I do have one thing I gotta ask of you. Don't go throwing your life away. Ebina's gotta be stopped, and you may be short on time. But don't treat this like it's the end. Kiryu-san, you gotta live. You live every last second you can. When you go out strong. I won't let you otherwise. Once this is over, I'll need help cleaning up all this dissolution business. I mean, come on. You were a part of it too, right?
All right. It's a deal. Just funny, you lecturing me.
Well, you live this long, you're bound to hit a surprise or two. And hey, I'll bet there's more to come, right?
Right. I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Now, I've got a lecture for you.
Yo!
Back then, just what did you tell Saigo? It must have really been something to set her off like that.
So, she's still pissed at me, huh?
You proposed to her, didn't you?
I did. And she turned me down hard. I even talked it out with Namba and Adachi-san and apologized to her a ton. Oh, she was being all short about it.
Hey, come on. Don't be so pathetic.
Oh, sure. Well, I'd love some advice. Actually, never mind. You don't seem like a ladies' man.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, no. I mean, you're a good dude.
Well, give me some credit. I've been around a few times.
Wait, have you really? Sheesh, I'm sorry. I just didn't expect that. So what, you've actually proposed and stuff?
Of course.
For real? What all you say? You know, for reference and stuff.
When I proposed. Actually, I said I love you. And that was about it.
I love you. No! Idiot! Why do I gotta be such a dumbass? Oh!
Hey, what's gone into you?
Hey, sorry, guys. we got an emergency.
The heck are you?
You're from the Daidoji.
You've really made a mess of it. Not only did you ignore Hanawa's standby orders, you went and made... Last I checked, this is a serious breach of agreement. That all said, the truth of the matter is, in addition to securing your target Akane, you also protected the key figure in the case. You even brought the... You've got an iron will, and you're a superb fighter. Furthermore, Ichiban, no one else would have what it...
You make it sound so official.
No. Far from it. But after everything you've... Right now, it's not hard to imagine. Stop the Seiryu from getting shipped off to Nele. It's the same...
But didn't the Japanese government officiate that?
You seem to misunderstand. Far as government... However, 4 years ago, with Ryo Aoki's failures, the CLP quickly lost trust, and therefore... Which means...
Sounds like you put them out. You guys might...
Make of it. Now... You'll have to travel in secret, so we've got a private... Just give us the word, and we'll get you...
You're pretty cooperative.
Call it a... However, that's not the only reason. Hanawa, you see, was tasked with submitting... These would usually include a brief summary, but on one rare... They were about... These people are not motivated by any self-interest. They'll risk their very lives. They are to be treated with respect as equals. His words. As it turned out, you know... You should be The private jet leaves to those headed to Hawaii. Be ready to go first thing.
So Japan's future's on us. Didn't you
scared yet?
Not a chance. Tell me, Adachi-san, Jungi, Chi-chan, will you guys go back to...
Of course. Think that's...
Nanba, Sunny, it's all come to this.
We're with you all?
Right. We settle things tomorrow, then.
And speaking of spirits...
Hey, what?
Well, it ain't free. You can pay me back.
Chief.
Don't you worry.
Sanchana.